Hey y'all, coming to you from the international headquarters of ScottieDTV, but I was at the 2018 Summit Racing Equipment Atlanta Motorama, and my buddy Dustin Bixby, who is what is Dustin? He is the Vice President of Marketing, I believe, for the Atlanta Motor Speedway, huh? Yeah, the people I know, right? I know big shots. And anyways, yeah, he's got a golf cart too on top of that. And this show is so cool. If you didn't get there this year, go over and check out their website. They've already got the dates up for next year, and it was a good time for sure. But it's in the infield of Atlanta Motor Speedway, and the best way to cover that is on a golf cart. So I figured I'd have Dustin tell me a little bit about the show and show us around too. Hope y'all enjoy it. Dustin, thanks so much for giving me some time this morning.
Absolutely.
Folks, we have got Dustin Bixby, the Vice President of Marketing with Atlanta Motor Speedway with me this morning. And I got him to drive us around on a golf cart so we can see what's going on. Give you a big shout out, brother, and let you know that this is, man, the potential of this show is crazy. Where it's at right now is awesome, and I can't wait to see the future of it.
And it's something we work on all year long. After the first year, we continue to try to see what we can do better, what elements we can add, and how we can make the show bigger and grow it each year.
And it shows. I mean, the people here are having a good time, and, it seems like they feel like they're part of this movement. You know what I'm saying? I think they feel like this is going to be a big deal in the future, and they're very proud to be here now. And folks, it's a great show now, don't get me wrong, but you can see where it's going to go.
And we know that all the folks that come and are a part of the show is what makes the show a success. Everybody that brings their car out, we appreciate everybody taking the time and wanting to be a part of the show. We couldn't do it without all the participants, all the spectators, and everybody coming out and enjoying the show and just having a lot of fun with us.
Sure, and the people I talk to, everybody says they look forward to this show.
You get some beautiful weather like we've had this weekend. It's just fantastic and makes it all sorts of fun to come on out and walk around.
And there is a little bit of everything here too. I think that's important for people to know.
And I think that's the one thing that sort of sets us apart is the fact that we have a little bit of everything that you would be looking for all in one place. We've got a swap meet. We've got monster trucks with Bigfoot. This year we had Sasquatch. You could ride on a monster truck. Last year we did some BMX stunt guys. We've done lawnmower racing. So we're trying to find a new entertainment type element that we can put over there with Bigfoot. This year we had some nostalgic dragsters over in our vendor midway. We've got a vendor midway with over 200 vendors through Summit. You've seen all the cars, the tons and tons of cars, but we also go out and we had a whole bunch of the cars from the Detroit Motorama that were up for the Riddler Award. We have a bunch of those here in our show car garage. Our salon, this year we had high-end GTs, Ferraris. We've done old classics, and when I talk about old, I'm talking about hand crank starts with a Model T and earlier type car. So we've sort of tried to say, hey, what's going to be $1 million car? Really, really old because it's historic and vintage, and really, really new because it's one of those high-end cars. Plus, we've got the autocross. We've got kids taking apart an engine and putting it back together as part of a high school competition. It's really cool to watch them. A lot of times you come, now you can see all the insides, and we even had a station for young kids that are in middle school that they could just come up and sort of tweak around and play with what was out, so give the kids something. We had big rigs, we have fire trucks, vintage RVs. I'm sitting here going, what else am I missing? There's so much stuff.
And I got a list in my head going, if he doesn't mention this, because you got a car auction. And I was over at the autocross, and I see the same group runs autocross for some other people too. I got to say, this is probably their biggest event. I think they had 90 cars or better over there running autocross yesterday.
They probably had way more than that. They were going all day long, and they had a line of people that wanted to jump in their ride car so you could go through for free, feel like what that's like to go through the autocross, and they had huge crowds all day long.
I was over there and looked at it, and the other thing that was unique about this show with their autocross is you would see a Maxima sitting behind a first generation Camaro. Again, everybody was welcome, everybody was having a good time. You had your tuners over there, they were having fun, and we all got to just be car people together, right?
Yep. And the autocross is free with your registration to be as part of the show. So all you got to do is just go over and get in line, and they'll let you take your car through. You can go then back and park it and continue being a part of the show. So if you want to see how you stack up, absolutely. If you just want to come and do the autocross, you can come and just keep circling through. If you want to wait in line, you're more than welcome to do that. So like you said, there's a whole lot of different aspects to this show that I think set it apart from other ones, just because there are all these different aspects that you can be a part of this show.
Right. And the other thing is too is that I was commenting, the nice thing about it, especially from my angle, is that it's in the track. So it's a big area, don't get me wrong, folks. It's not like you're cramped, but it's not like you're chasing for blocks and blocks and blocks. You know where the show's at. And the other unique thing I saw people doing that I went and did it, and I thought, hey, this is pretty cool, is you go sit in the grandstands up high, and where else can you sit in the grandstands and watch a car show? And believe it or not, from up there, it's fun because you can see, oh, this guy's doing this, and that's happening over here. It's kind of like watching a car show, but from up above. Very cool.
And we opened our Restart Bar, which is a new hospitality area that we opened for our NASCAR race. But we opened that full-service bar. You can go in there, grab a drink, and just like you said, Scotty, you can go sit in some of the stands and watch. We've got a couple TVs up in there, so you can just sort of hang out and chill and relax. And there's some shade in there. There's some quiet. It's been perfect weather, not too hot, not too cold. But if it was a little on the hot side, there'd be a cool area you could go in and cool off for a little bit, have a drink and relax. All those different aspects, I just really think, is what we've been trying to do, is to let everybody know. And I think our biggest challenge has always been, there is so much, it's hard to try to describe and explain all the aspects of this show and why you need to come out and see it, because it's not, like you said, a couple of blocks.
Right.
It's and that's what's great is, you're inside the Speedway, it's inside the Speedway. We have the auction that you sort of walk through when you're a spectator coming from the grandstand side to walk through that auction. They had it pretty much going most of the day yesterday. Just a great opportunity to come out and see a little bit of everything.
How do you put it into words?
That's what we're struggling. I mean, because there's so much. It's not just a car show. It's not just a Bigfoot exhibition. It's not just an autocross. It's not just a swap meet. It's not just a vendor area or a shopping experience. It's all of those together in one and more.
And the other thing, this is the other thing I've told people about since yesterday. I was shooting the track ride, because afterwards, y'all break your up. We forgot about that.
Yep.
But you let you drive around the track. And Ed, the president of the track, was standing on the stairs over there thanking people as they went to the parking lot for coming to the show. And to me, that just speaks volumes, because all this is held together, people, by some of the nicest, most hospitable people I've been around. Like I told you, as promoters, I deal with them all the time. Atlanta Motor Speedway has been fun to deal with. They've been easy to deal with, and I really appreciate that.
And that's what we have all of our gate people do, is they will thank you as you leave from any of our events here. We want people to come and have a good time. We want to know, if you haven't, let us know. Give us any of your feedback. And that's just our way of saying, look, we appreciate you coming. We hope you had a great time, and we'd love for you to come back.
And dude, that's exactly what it says, and people don't understand. It's those little details. It's those things you remember as you're leaving out the gate. Like I said, for all that I got going on this morning, I'm still tripping on the fact that, yeah, he introduced himself to me, and it turned out, here he is, the president of the United States of the Speedway, is thanking people as they leave.
Yep.
And I thought, man, if folks, you got to get out to this, Dustin. I know you're busy. You got things to do this morning. Thanks for giving me time, but you all have got a great event, and if there's any chance I can be part of it in the future, I sure want to do that.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and showing everybody what we got going on here this weekend.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.